So the main point that I was thinking about that you were saying about how Netanyahu funded Hamas, like the main thing that really bothered me with what you were saying, you know, we all know that is true. Like that Netanyahu's government and the Israeli government funded Hamas at certain periods of time because they want to undermine the PLO. Yeah. Correct? We can agree on this. Now, the PLO wasn't exactly like a sunshine, rainbows, and roses. Yeah, they were a terrorist organization run by a terrorist who committed hijackings and murders and facilitated tons of very dark shit. So it's not like Israel really had a great choice when it came to... Again, I'm not defending funding Hamas. I'm just saying, like, in a context, kind of can understand where it comes from. My question for you is, do you absolve Palestinians of all responsibility? Like, do Palestinians not bear any responsibility for their own actions, like democratically electing Hamas into power?
Hey, man, wait, free Palestine, man.
You got it, bro. You just freed it. Congratulations.
Did I really?
You just did it by saying free Palestine.
I've seen you before.
Have you?
Yeah, I think you're the Yemenite Jew.
I'm not Yemenite. I'm
Moroccan? Iraqi. Oh, okay. Well, I want to ask you this. What are your thoughts about your government killing 20,000 children and destroying 92% of the homes in Gaza or damaging them and displacing 2.23 million people from their homes and starving 1 million children?
Where are the children starving?
What do you mean, where are the children starving? They're starving in Gaza.
Who said they're starving?
Human Rights Watch.
Please.
The United Nations.
Please show me.
You don't think children are?
I just had a call right before you where I had to check if the UN said that they're starving. The UN's never said they're starving.
So you're telling me children are not hungry in Gaza?
There hasn't been any proof yet that I've seen, and I'm on this all day, of anyone that's starved to death in Gaza or has gone into the point of malnutrition.
Okay, I'm gonna show you something. 1 second.
Mm-hmm. If you're gonna pull up something graphic on screen, please don't, because it'll get us both banned.
It's not no.
Like if you want to show me a picture of somebody starving, you can't put that up on here.
Oh, why? I thought I'm not gonna do that, but I'm gonna show you.
Because it has like a I've been banned before. I had to pay like $10 to unlock my account.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
So this is going to be Amnesty International, Gaza starvation, gunfire. This is not a humanitarian response. This is July 1st, 2025. Mm-hmm. Would you take that as a source?
Did they declare that people are starving, or did they say that the potential for starvation could happen?
It says, let's see. In the article, mm-hmm. It says, today Palestinians in Gaza face an impossible choice: starve or risk being shot while desperately trying to reach food for their families. It says, under the Israeli government's new scheme, starved and weakened civilians are being forced to trek hours through dangerous terrain. So it's literally saying people are starving. That's why they're going to...
Yeah, but like what government organization has said that people are starving? Like conclusively saying people are starving? Because
wait. Do you want a humanitarian source?
Yeah, either a humanitarian or the UN. Like I have never
This is Amnesty International.
I've never heard anybody conclusively saying that there's starvation happening in Gaza.
So wait, you're telling me the people that have been living in tents for 2 years are not hungry? Are you telling me the people that are literally storming the food distribution sites that your government are setting up, those people are not starving? I'm confused.
I don't think that people in Gaza are starving.
When I see children in Gaza that are literally, their bones are coming out of their skin.
I have not seen any of that. I've actually never seen.
Do you have a computer in front
Yeah.
of you?
I've never seen pictures of kids in Gaza with their bones coming out of their skin.
Name?
Sure.
Can you type in this name into your search engine?
Absolutely. I know exactly who you're talking about too. So Fadi had a degenerative bone disease.
Okay, no, actually no. He had cystic fibrosis.
That's what it was. Yeah. which is
So
why he looked
that
the way he did.
no, yeah, it is, but you have to understand that he had to consume double the amount of calories an average child should consume, but there's not enough calories in Gaza for the average
Yeah, but he
person.
had a
He was
pre-existing condition that caused him to look that way. You can't say that Fadi's terrible condition, it's horrible that he got to that point. You can't say that's representative of all kids in Gaza. That would be you being disingenuous. That's not
no,
what kids in Gaza look like.
I'm telling you there are children starving
So
in Gaza.
I'm telling you that there hasn't been any conclusive evidence yet for starvation in Gaza. There's been many claims from different organizations who have come out and says the risk for starvation is possible, but nobody's conclusively said that people are starving in Gaza yet. I would even agree to you that there's certain communities within Gaza which are possible that they are starving. I'm not saying it's not, but I've never seen any conclusive evidence yet saying people are starving.
World Health Organization International. People in Gaza starving, sick, and dying as blockade continues.
Can you expand on it? That's a headline.
It says the risk of famine in Gaza is high.
Exactly.
Okay. But it says people are starving.
Brother, I'm on your side. You just have to be genuine about the argument you're saying. And the problem is you're reducing the lives of Palestinians and the seriousness of their situation by saying that people are starving when they're not actually starving. They have been saying
this is the UN.
Hold on. The UN has said there's a risk of starvation in Gaza since October 10th. Since 3 days after the war began, people were already at risk of starvation. So again, once you expanded that article and you read past the headline, it says the risk for famine. Doesn't say conclusively that people are starving.
Do you know the difference between famine and starvation?
It's the same. It's one and the same.
It's actually not the same. Famine is the shortage of food.
Correct.
Starvation are people that are hungry. But
there's no shortage of food in Gaza.
Go ahead, interrupt me. What?
There's no shortage of food in Gaza.
Exactly. That's why it's not a famine. You're proving my point. Thank you. A famine is a shortage of food. There is the food, but when the food is not distributed because you literally bomb the people distributing food. But then again,
you see, this is...
Bro, why are you always interrupting?
Because you're not telling the truth.
You're telling me the Central World Kitchen you did not bomb those
Hold on, has Israel been continuously bombing the World Central Food Kitchen? Continuously?
Well, you did it once.
One time, and then what did Israel do right after that? When they bombed, they immediately came out and said we're investigating. 3 days later, there was a full report saying we made a mistake. Immediately.
This is the same. How is the government going to investigate itself? That's number one. Number two.
But they investigated and they investigated themselves and said they were wrong. They said they were wrong. They didn't investigate themselves and say, hey, we didn't do it.
They were wrong because the people they killed were American and British and Australian.
So they were wrong, and they said that they were wrong.
Bro, I don't care. The only reason
listen, buddy, I know you don't care. You're slightly retarded. I can tell during the conversation.
Why are you being an ableist?
You have a hard time processing information.
Why are you calling me a retard?
You have a hard time processing this information. I know it's difficult for you.
To insults. Listen, I'm not gonna.
It's not insult, Habibi. It's not insult. I'm just telling you the fact. Nobody's ever talked to you truthfully before. And you don't have to get triggered, by the way. Just calm your tits real quick. Relax. Everything's okay.
Bro,
just calm down, bruh. Everything's okay. It's okay to receive a little bit of truth. So far, there hasn't been any proof of starvation. And when Israel accidentally killed the World Central Food Kitchen people, they said they accidentally did it.
Famine and starvation.
There is food in Gaza. There is food in Gaza. And what is the reason? What is the reason that people in Gaza are not receiving their food? Let me ask you this question: how much food has been delivered to Gaza since October 7th?
Around tons of food, hundreds of tons of food.
And what's the reason that people aren't receiving that food?
What's the reason?
There's one main reason that every
you can't even speak English properly. Aren't receiving the food.
There's one reason why everybody hasn't been receiving food. There's one
because I can tell you, Abu Shabab, which is an ISIS-affiliated group that is funded by Netanyahu and armed by Netanyahu, are stealing the aid.
You figured it out, buddy. It's not Hamas that are stealing the food.
Why would Hamas steal the aid? You're telling me why would they steal the aid?
Hey Google. Has Hamas ever since October 7th hijacked any food trucks delivered to Gaza supplying crucial aid to Palestinians?
Yes, there have been numerous reports since October 7th of Hamas hijacking or diverting food trucks and other humanitarian aid delivered to Gaza. This aid is reportedly used to support their fight.
Have these reports come from Gazans or Palestinians themselves?
Reports of Hamas hijacking aid in Gaza have come from various sources. These include Israeli authorities. The IDF and Israeli Ministry of Defense have presented intelligence and captured documents that they claim show Hamas's policy of diverting aid. Palestinians. There have been reports and complaints from Gaza residents about aid being confiscated by Hamas. The Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, GHF, a U.S.-backed organization, has also reported that Hamas has caused violence and deaths at aid distribution sites and threatened aid workers. United States officials, U.S. State Department, and UN representatives have acknowledged instances of aid diversion by Hamas.
Your choice to be retarded is not my fault or Israel's fault. Hold on, listen. Your choice to be a disingenuous...
But you just went on for 3 minutes.
Your decision to be a disingenuous retard... Okay,
I just want to show you this article.
Your choice to be a disingenuous retard is not the responsibility of one, Israelis, or Palestinians, okay? It is not our responsibility for you to be a retard. And that's your decision. But if you're consciously deciding to be retarded, it's not our fault. It's not our fault.
Can I respond?
You can put a headline. You can put as many headlines as you want on screen, brother.
Can I respond without being
Please,
interrupted?
Faddal, go.
The United States government disagrees with your AI generative.
That wasn't AI. That was Google. I Googled it.
Oh my God, bro.
That was Google.
I don't give a shit. Can I respond?
I know, because you're retarded.
Can I respond?
Yes, please. Please.
Why are you always interrupting me? Why are you scared to talk?
I'm not scared to talk. I'm letting you flesh out your opinions. Go. You're just learning, and you're getting frustrated while you learn. It's not my fault.
You're the one that's been calling me a retard and insulting me.
You are retarded. I'm not saying it to put you down. I'm saying it's genuine.
You called me a retard a total of 6 times.
Brother, I'll do 10 if you want. I could call you retard.
But you're being an ableist. You probably don't even know what that means.
I have no idea what it means. I'm too retarded to understand.
Yep. The United States government has made a statement. The White House made a statement that the Israeli government has not provided enough evidence that Hamas is hijacking or diverting the aid. We know this because a spokesperson from the White House literally said that Israel has not gave us enough evidence to conclude that Hamas are the ones that are stealing the aid. The only people that I could think of that are stealing the aid, the ones that are killing people, the ones that are fucking affiliated with ISIS are Abu Shabaab, and the same group that is being armed and funded by Netanyahu.
But what about when Palestinians tell you that Hamas is stealing the aid? Is that enough evidence for you, or that's not enough?
No, it's actually not, because there's a lot of
interesting. So you don't care about what Palestinians have to say. That's an open and shut case right there. And by the way, a proof of your retardation. If I had videos of Palestinians saying Hamas is stealing our aid, and they're saying fuck Hamas, and they're showing you Hamas stealing their aid and shooting at them, multiple videos have come out, you would say that's not enough proof. That's proof of your retardation, by the way.
Why?
Yes.
Am I allowed to tell you
Absolutely.
why?
You can tell me anything you want, brother.
Number one.
Yeah.
Where was that video you watched, which is 32 minutes long? It was
no, not that video. Not by N12. Not that video.
Released by Channel 14 of Israel.
Not that video. I'm not talking about that video.
So what are you referring to?
There's multiple videos that have come out of Palestinians who film themselves, even on TikTok.
And who interviewed them?
No. This was their own mobile phones. This was on TikTok. It's happened a few times already.
Your source is TikTok.
These are videos that are coming out of Gaza. They're being posted from Gaza. It's not a source. It's a video coming right out of Gaza.
Are people with phones in Gaza posting TikToks?
Well, I guess it's not a good enough source. Fuck the Palestinians, right?
It's not.
Well, fuck. Just say it then. Say fuck the Palestinians.
I've seen people in Syria posting videos asking for money, but they make it seem like they're from Gaza.
No, you're 100% correct. Yeah, say fuck the Palestinians. Just say it openly though. Say I hate the Palestinians. Say I fucking hate the Palestinians. Say I don't trust what the Palestinians have to say.
What are you talking about?
So if a Palestinian is going to come to you on video and say Hamas is stealing our aid, and you say, well, that's not enough proof, buddy.
Okay, if I showed you a video of the IDF admitting they used human shields, an IDF soldier saying he was encouraged by his
Terrible.
commanders to
It's
use
terrible.
human shields.
Every
Would you
Israeli, if there's an IDF soldier saying,
literally interruption number
if there's
11,
an IDF soldier saying those things, right here, condemning it. And most Israelis, by the way, will look at you and say, we condemn that. We don't believe in that. It's not part of our culture. It's not what we believe in. But that's the difference between that's the difference between me and your retardation is you have an inability to admit when things are wrong. You have an inability to say, you know what? I fucked up on this one. I made a mistake.
Thank you for the $10.
$10? Oh, you're on TikTok Live.
No, I'm not. Not TikTok.
Oh, okay.
But no, you're claiming that it's not widespread. It's not systematic, but it is.
What's not widespread and systematic?
The use of human shields, the one that the soldier was referencing. He said his commanders, his superiors, were encouraging him to use human shields.
Yeah, that's wrong. So that's wrong.
This is a former IDF soldier.
So that's wrong.
The Associated Press. So
I'm telling you that's wrong. I condemn it.
So you're saying it's one person. You're saying it's not.
I'm not saying if it's widespread, that's wrong.
You also said it's not a part of
if that's widespread.
The IDF culture,
if it's widespread, that's wrong.
So systematic.
If it's widespread, that's wrong. You already got your point. If it's widespread, it's wrong.
So systematic.
You got the Zionists to say it. If it's widespread, it's wrong. It's wrong. I'm telling you, if that system is happening, it's wrong.
Agree it's a part of the culture?
If that's a part of the culture, it's wrong. It's not part of what I know of the culture, but if it's part of the culture that you're saying it is, I'm taking your word. That's wrong. I condemn it.
Okay, you'll take my word for it.
Yeah, I'm taking your word for it. If that's a part of Israeli culture, the country I grew up in and I live in, it's not to my knowledge, but if it is, that's wrong. I condemn it.
And one more thing. What if I showed you a video of Israeli veterans from the Alexandroni
It's wrong.
Saying they raped?
That's wrong.
Wait, you didn't even hear me?
I know the video. Bro, you guys all say the same things. I know exactly what you're talking about. Well, the videos about Tantura or Tamra, the massacres that they did in like years ago. The guy with the mustache. We've all seen the documentary. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's abhorrent.
You believe those testimonies?
If those testimonies are true, I condemn it. Actually, most Israelis would condemn it. As somebody whose grandparents served in the IDF and didn't do anything like that, my mother, my father, all my cousins, my whole family, I didn't serve in the IDF, but my whole family served in the IDF and didn't do anything like that, I condemn it. Absolutely, unequivocally. But the problem is, and again, you are retarded because you have an inability to do the same thing. Like you will watch Hamas stealing the aid of Palestinians. And Palestinians shut up for a second. Shut up.
Fucking government
Shut up.
Saying it's not Hamas.
Shut your stupid little mouth for a second. You will watch Palestinians doing the same thing, doing evil, abhorrent acts, and say, that's Netanyahu. It's funded by Israel. You have an inability to process your own retardation. And the only thing, I have to go because I have a class to learn how to play a musical instrument. I got to do something useful. But
you can run away
but
if you want.
The,
but I want
the most important thing I want you to leave with.
Where can I watch the videos you're referencing? That Palestinian, is there at least an article that published something?
Probably Times of Israel. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Citing testimony from Palestinians
that
had their aid taken away by
I can't
Hamas.
Remember off the top of my head. But if you look up Palestinians condemning Hamas, okay, so it doesn't exist and it's all Israel. It doesn't exist and it's all Israel. Just keep staying with that narrative, brother. You got it. You figured it all out.
15 paramedics and lied about
you figured it all out. You figured it all out, brother. You did it. Can I ask you a quick question before I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
You figured it all out. What now?
Figured what out?
Like Israel is evil. We're doing all this evil shit. We're all a bunch of evil people. What now? You figured it out.
I'm doing it right now. I figured it out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to unbrainwash Israelis. That's why I fucking learned Hebrew, and I'm trying to literally take the fucking brainwash out of their head.
Okay, you couldn't convince me. I don't know how successful. Are you able to convince Israelis on here?
Yeah. I added an Israeli soldier on Instagram yesterday, and we spoke for 3 hours on FaceTime. And I do, not just him. Dozens of other people add me, and we talk.
Incredible.
And we discuss. I'm Palestinian, and they're Israeli. I tell them my perspective, and I listen to them.
And beautiful.
And I explain to them what contradiction.
But you're trying to unbrainwash them from what exactly? What do you want them to be? Like, what's your goal?
a lot of Israelis don't know what happened in 1948. They don't know why Hamas is a thing. They don't know.
You support Hamas?
No, of course not.
Okay.
I think if anything, you support Hamas. Your government.
Of course, I support Hamas. I'm an evil Jew. Come on.
Your government allowed $2 billion.
And all Israelis support Hamas, by the way. We all fund them personally. We give them tips.
$2 billion to go to Hamas from 2012.
Absolutely, bro.
And not only
we're
that,
very big fans of Hamas here. We love Hamas in Israel.
They released the founder of Hamas in 1994 for 2 Mossad agents that Hamas kidnapped. And 2011, what happened with Gilad Shalit? You released 1,100 Hamas terrorists.
And you wouldn't, brother,
Gaza.
you wouldn't say
your government negotiates with terrorists.
You wouldn't say
terrorists as we speak.
You wouldn't say
Abu Shabaab is an ISIS group that Netanyahu's funding.
Wait, you wouldn't say
supports terror.
You wouldn't say Palestinians support Hamas in any way, right? It's not like a Palestinian ideology.
Before October 7th, 22% of all Palestinians in the Gaza Strip and in the West Bank supported Hamas. But after October 7th, I'm not going to lie to you, it did go up, but it was never the majority.
So you believe that Palestinians still don't support Hamas overwhelmingly?
Yeah.
Interesting perspective.
This is based on polling that was cited by the New York Times, Times of Israel, and NBC.
Listen, you have some interesting perspectives. I'd love to continue the conversation with you. I genuinely do have to go right now. I have a lesson to learn how to play the oud. But if you want to continue it, I'm on social media also. I'll write you my name if you're interested.
Well, are you gonna post this?
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? I gotta make money, bro. No, this goes posted. This goes on YouTube. My channel has 500,000 subs. I'll happy to tag your channel also if you want.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye, brother. Bye. I would love to continue a conversation with him. Hopefully he sees the video. I mean, I stand behind the fact he's absolutely brainwashed and retarded. But he has some interesting points. It could definitely be an interesting conversation. There you are. There you are. God bless America. I fucking found you. I'm so happy. Can we continue where we were?
Yeah, sure. This after... I've never seen someone so excited to see me. Even after they called me a retard 6 times.
I mean, I was in the middle of a oud lesson. I really didn't want to leave. And then you challenged my ego.
Oud?
I'm learning how to play the oud, the instrument.
I don't know what that is.
Of course you do. Come on. What kind of Palestinian are you?
I've never seen that thing in my life before.
And you're Palestinian?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Do you not think I'm Palestinian?
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying that's weird that you don't know what a oud is. It's an instrument that's played in
back to the discussion. So I was telling you how, Israel negotiates with terrorists. They've done it in 1994.
Yeah, so the main point that I was thinking about that you were saying about how Netanyahu funded Hamas, like the main thing that really bothered me with what you were saying, we all know that is true. Like that Netanyahu's government and the Israeli government funded Hamas at certain periods of time because they want to undermine the PLO. Yeah. Correct? We can agree on this. Now, the PLO wasn't exactly like sunshine, rainbows, and roses. Yeah, they were a terrorist organization run by a terrorist who committed hijackings and murders and facilitated tons of very dark shit. So it's not like Israel really had a great choice when it came to... Again, I'm not defending funding Hamas. I'm just saying, like, in a context, kind of can understand where it comes from. My question for you is, do you absolve Palestinians of all responsibility? Like, do Palestinians not bear any responsibility for their own actions, like democratically electing Hamas into power?
Well, you have to understand the reason they elected Hamas is because actually Gaza was at one point thriving. They had their own international airport worth hundreds of millions of dollars that was bombed by Israel. And
but what's the reason? It wasn't just Israel doesn't just bomb people in a vacuum.
Like, they do. Actually, there's a CNN article I'll bring up for you that said 50% of the bombs dropped on Gaza since October 7th were dumb bombs and imprecise. They were dropped just for destruction.
Hold on, but I'm talking to you about why Israel destroyed Gaza's airport. It wasn't because they just wanted to destroy Gaza's airport. Like, what benefit does Israel get from Gaza being the way that it is today?
Preemptive attacks, because they know that it might lead to a terrorist attack similar to 9/11.
So then what's the benefit? Yeah.
Wait. I have to go grab my food.
No problem.
I need like one.
Yeah, no worries.
All right.
What'd you get?
A burger with bacon, cheese, lettuce, and onions.
God damn, man. It's not very Palestinian of you.
Are you assuming I'm Muslim?
No? This is not very Palestinian of you. Even Christian
Why?
Palestinians don't eat pork that often.
Are you a Christian Palestinian?
No? But I've spent enough time around them where I know.
You went to Bethlehem?
I've been all over. I've been in Nablus, I've been in Ramallah.
Okay. Yeah, well. So what were we talking about?
So I'm saying you kind of absolve all Palestinians of all responsibility. Like the way that you frame it by saying Israel funded Hamas, like you're forgetting a key detail, which is when Gaza was relinquished to the Palestinian people, and this is researched well. The Palestinians did elect Hamas into power. Like they wanted Hamas. And I know that you said that before October 7th that support for Hamas was going down, but brother, in the West Bank, that's in Judea and Samaria, that's not the case. In the West Bank, Palestinians overwhelmingly supported Hamas.
I have the polling.
But there's a reason why Mahmoud Abbas has not done elections in 19 years.
Also, Hamas was not a terrorist organization in 1987 when they were elected.
In 2006 they were.
Yeah, in 2006 they were. Palestinians chose them because they were an armed resistance group that were resisting against what, Israel had done. They bombed their airport. They besieged Gaza after the intifadas. And
so then you justify the existence of Hamas, and that's fine. I'm just asking you to be honest about it.
No. I'm giving you cause and effect.
But Hamas is like crucial to Palestinian identity. Resistance is like inherent in Palestinian identity.
Yeah, resistance is, but Hamas.
But it's resistance to Jewish people living in this land.
It's what?
It's resistance to Jewish people living in this land.
No, that's actually. Do you have a computer?
Yeah.
Can you type in Hamas general principles and policies, Jewish virtual library, which is an Israeli source?
You want me to do it right now?
Yeah.
What is it again? Hamas what?
Hamas general principles and policies.
Principles and policies.
Jewish virtual library.
Jewish virtual library. Okay. There's an annotated version and a normal version. Which one?
The normal version.
Okay. I'm in.
And then go to Article 13.
Okay.
What does it start with?
Hamas rejects all attempts to erase the rights of refugees, including attempts to settle.
No. Article 16.
16. Hamas affirms that it's in conflict with the Zionist project, not with the Jews, because but this was changed recently.
Recently? That was almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, but then what did they do on October 7th?
What?
They didn't go to.
They did it. Wait, are you saying they only killed Jewish people on October 7th?
No. But they didn't go to war with the Zionist project on October 7th. They went to war with Jewish people.
Well, we'll move on to that. But you made a statement.
Yeah.
You said that Hamas resistance is against Jewish people. So
I didn't say that. I said that resistance.
You didn't say that?
I said that resistance is integral to Palestinian identity and in resistance to Jewish people living in this land. Not Hamas. Palestinian identity is rooted in Jewish.
The reason I brought up the Hamas charter is because you said Hamas.
But I'm telling you, Palestinian identity. What I said was Palestinian identity. A big part of it is rooted in resistance to Jewish people living here. You're smart enough to not do the whole "we lived in peace" shit, right? You know we didn't live in peace.
Wait. That's actually not true because there's Palestinian Jews.
Who? Golda Meir?
Can you look up David Ben Avraham? Why does this taste like weed? What the fuck? Oh my god.
Oh, you're talking about
That's so
Palestinians
weird.
that converted to Judaism. Like that's what you mean by
Yeah,
Jewish
there's Palestinian
Palestinians?
Jews.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know a guy also Timor David Aklin.
Wait, am I wrong? Am I wrong?
But I don't understand the context of that.
There's Palestinian Jews. I have family
Yeah, but
members that are Jewish.
But then what do Palestinians do with those people?
Nothing.
Okay, so can you look up
That-
Timor?
that
Can you look up?
man-
Can you
that
look up?
man- Can you please?
Can you look up Timor David Aklin before you do your propaganda shtick real quick? Can you look up Timor David Aklin, who's a Palestinian who converted to Judaism, who's been abused by Palestinians for converting to Judaism?
Okay, we'll look into that story right now. But I gave you the story first.
No problem. So you gave me one story of I know the story of this man who's been killed by the IDF, but I can give you a story right back. And you're not going to sit here and convince me that Palestinians accept when a Palestinian converts to Judaism. That's bullshit. They do not accept it. And they're vehemently against that. They do not accept when their kind, or when Palestinians or Arabs in general, convert to Judaism.
You're saying Palestinians as a whole. Okay, you're saying Palestinians' resistance. Are you referring to the government or the people? Because
The people, not the government.
Hold
The
on,
people.
hold on. There's honor killings. There's honor killings in the West Bank and in Gaza. There are. This is family based. This is culture based. It's not government based.
No, I'm talking about.
Like when
I'm talking about.
when Israelis say gay people are pushed off of roofs in Gaza, that's not true. There's no proof to that. There's absolutely zero proof that ever happened. Actually, fun fact, when you type in Hamas pushing gay people off roofs, the first article you'll see is a Reuters article. That's a fact-check article that says the video you see of people getting thrown off roofs is in Islamic State Syria or Iraq, not Gaza. So no, there's no ever time in history where gay people were pushed off roofs by Hamas. That does not exist. They are persecuted.
Just hold on. I'm fact-checking you right now because I don't think you're correct. 1 second. Is ChatGPT an accepted source for you, or you don't accept ChatGPT?
No.
Okay.
You can barely do my homework. Just type in what I said. Hamas pushing gay people off roofs. The first link, Reuters, said that it's a fact check.
No, you're right. I mean, I looked it up on Grok, ChatGPT, and Google. You're right. There's no documented cases of it happening in Gaza. I mean, it's an Islamic problem, the persecution of gay people. It's an issue in the Muslim world. And gay people do get persecuted in Gaza. The fact that they're not thrown off of rooftops.
No. See,
Okay.
Not all Muslims.
This is why I called you retarded earlier. I mean, you do things to back up your retardation.
There's transgender mosques in Pakistan, Indonesia. Literally.
That doesn't mean that there's not a problem in the Muslim world with gay people. There is a major
When you say
issue.
Muslim world, are you talking about the government?
I'm talking about the
laws?
entire Muslim world, society, government,
yes.
people.
This happens in every society. Every
yes,
society
but
has anti-gay.
yes, but in Islamic culture, in Islamic society, it is way worse of an issue, and they actually persecute people openly and frequently for it. This is a known thing. You can't erase that. That's it. I mean,
your opinion.
it's not an opinion. It's a fact.
You can say the same thing about gay people that are persecuted in America by other straight males.
This is why I called you retarded. You are literally
There
you are
people
dumb.
that go on gay dating apps and end up killing the gay person just for being gay.
I just want you to understand, because you come on. I don't want to judge you. You do. I feel like you might be gay. I'm not, and I don't say that in the meaning way. You do come off as a little gay. I have no problem with gay people. Okay, you do come off as a little bit gay. Okay, whatever the case is, whether or not, that's not my prerogative. I'm just saying, like, you really disrespect the plight of gay people in the Muslim world by undermining how very dangerous it is to be a gay person anywhere in the Muslim world. Okay. By even remotely comparing it to America, which has literally become the most fucking pro-gay country on planet Earth.
Russia.
Huh?
Can you be openly gay in Russia?
I don't believe so. But they don't persecute like the Muslim world.
I literally saw the Russian police beating up a gay person.
Again, you're backing up, and this is something when I put it online, everyone's going to agree, not just my community. This kid is retarded.
How am I retarded? You're saying... Okay,
brother, it's a cultural issue in Muslim society.
You want to solve this? Type into ChatGPT. What do you want to do? Which religion persecutes gay people the most?
It's not about the religion. It's about the society.
Muslim world?
The Muslim world is a society. It's a society. It's not the religion.
It's a religion.
But it's not the religion that's the core issue there. It's the society. I mean, there's a bunch of mix of stuff. It's both Islamic doctrine and it's pan-Arabism, which is a cancer to all of you guys. It's an absolute cancer to every single one of you. There's a bunch of things here. It's not just one thing involved. But brother, you can't run away from that fact. It's an issue. It's a big problem.
I agreed with you.
Yeah,
I even told you.
But comparing it to America, you sound stupid. You sound really dumb when you compare it to America. You're like, well, in America this happens, or in what was the other example? In Russia, it's not happening anywhere near the same scale.
Can you ChatGPT it? Like, how do you know?
Because I do this all day. I mean, you believe? Wait, hold on. Do you genuinely believe that Muslims are being persecuted elsewhere in the world more than in the Muslim world? Also, how do you even quantify that question? What do I say? Which religion is persecuting the most gay people right now? It's going to say Islam.
Try it.
Okay. Which religion?
I really don't know. That's why I asked you to do it.
It's going to be a resounding Islam. Persecuting the LGBTQ people the most in the world now. As of 2025, Islamic fundamentalism is the leading source of state-sponsored and societal persecution against LGBTQ people in the world. In at least 11 countries, homosexuality is punishable by death, and all 11 are Islamic theocracies and heavily influenced by Islamic law. So, like, out of the 53 Muslim countries in the world, 11 of them, it's actually punishable by death. In Iran, Afghanistan, Saudi Arabia, Mauritania, Somalia, Yemen, Nigeria, Pakistan.
So what did I say that was wrong?
What you said, what you did that was wrong is you tried to compare the plight of gay people in the Arab world or in the Muslim world to in America. Like, you sound retarded. And you're downplaying and disrespecting the actual strife that these people go through. And, you know, like, I don't represent Israel as a gay capital. I don't think it's the right thing to do, especially not in the world, like, not in the conversations I have to have with Arabs. But I am fucking hella proud that people here can live freely as gay people. I really am proud of that.
I'll agree with you that that Muslim countries do it higher than any other country around the world.
I redact one retardation. Just one. I redact one from you. אז רגע, אתה למדת לדבר עברית?
כן, אני מדבר עברית.
נולדת בארץ?
No, America. I was born in Palestine. Well, I was born in Palestine, then I moved to America.
But your parents spoke Hebrew fluently?
No, I just learned Hebrew because I'm not a retard. I'm bilingual.
That does not make you not a retard. There's plenty of bilingual people in Israel, and there's a lot of retards here.
I speak. Okay. Yeah.
Being bilingual doesn't absolve you of retardation.
Fine, I agree.
See, we're finding common ground. I like your monotonous too. Like, you have a certain disdain for life, which is interesting. It seems like you just kind of like hate everything.
Yeah, I hate people that try and justify killing 20,000. I'm not saying it's you. Just people that try and justify killing 20,000 children.
But I don't think that anybody is justifying killing 20,000 children. I think that you're trying to take people out of context to make them seem like monsters. But all of this exists in the context.
They are.
No, but it's not. But it really isn't. You don't know the challenges and the pain that Israelis have to go through.
For 10 hours.
I know you've been on this app for 10 hours, but this app is not conducive for conversations. It's conducive for people cursing at each other. That's what this app does. Also, let's agree that the type of people that come on here besides me and you, who actually want to have an intellectual discussion, are here to say, fuck Israel, fuck Palestine. And
Bro, you're acting like no. You're saying this app is meant for insulting people. I agree with you. You called me a retard 8 times.
Yeah, but I intellectually called you a retard. I backed it up. I didn't call you a retard for the sake of calling you a retard. I called you a retard because you were being retarded.
Okay, I think we should summarize everything we said. We both agreed that
funding Hamas is a bad idea. Shouldn't have done it.
I was gonna say Hamas are not the only ones that should be held accountable for October 7th. It should also be the Israeli government
and the Palestinian people who overwhelmingly support it.
What?
Palestinian people today.
Wait. Palestinians are allowed to have their own opinion, even if they supported Hamas. So what?
No, but if they supported October 7th...
I don't know if you know this, but other countries around the world don't recognize Hamas as a terror organization like Turkey or Qatar.
But Turkey and Qatar both sponsor terrorism.
Sure, that's your opinion.
But see, this is, again, plus one more retardation point.
Sure.
Like, right now, Turkey is backing groups in Syria to just massacre Druze people. That's terrorism.
Okay.
And
I don't know too much about
I know.
They probably have their own reasons, and you probably have your own reasons.
I'm aware you don't know much about it because you're retarded.
No, I'm not Druze, and I'm just Palestinian.
You don't have to be Druze to know about it. You absolve yourself of the responsibility to understand.
Did you hear about the 10 people that died in Narnia? Oh, you don't know about Narnia, so what are you?
Ladies and gentlemen, please. Point, case, retard. Like, not, and I'm not saying it to be facetious. The guy is pretending to be an intellectual, but actually, beneath it all, it's just dummy.
I'm not pretending. Who said I'm acting like an intellectual? I'm here to have a conversation. I'm literally here. This app was made, created, invented for conversations, to meet people, meet strangers around the world. I'm not here to...
And I hope you walk away with something. I really do. I hope you walk away learning something new.
Wait, but you do agree that Hamas shouldn't be the only people held accountable for October 7th. Wait, are you saying just because you stand with Hamas, you are supposed to be held accountable?
I didn't understand the question.
If you stand with Hamas, if you support them based on your political opinion, you should be held accountable. Is that your
No, I don't think. I mean, if you're just standing with them, like you're just morally supporting Hamas.
But that's what you said. You said the Palestinian people that stood with them.
Well, no, I'm saying those people have to bear responsibility, right, for their support for a terrorist group.
How do you know who supports and who doesn't? I mean, even if the time comes.
I mean, I mean, you could say that it's not true. I would point on the fact that it is true, but like, you know, there are plenty of Arab independent polls that were run right after October 7th, and then again, if I remember correctly, it was like 8 months into the war. Then people overwhelmingly said, and I'm pretty sure there's even new ones now that still say October 7th was a glorious day. Like, but it's not just Palestinians; it's for most of the Arab world.
There was a Reuters article that published an article saying that based on that poll you're referencing, they were unaware of the atrocities committed against civilians on October 7th.
Do you think that if you told them those civilians were Zionists, it would change?
No, but I think that 45 or 50% of Palestinians support a two-state solution. What
does that have to do with what I just said?
That if they actually don't like, Israeli civilians, you're trying to make it seem like, oh, October 7th, they like that, they like killing Israeli civilians. I'm telling you, no, they were most likely unaware of the atrocities committed on civilians. They also support a two-state solution, so they're willing.
Brother, I have to ask you this question genuinely. When they broke into Israel and they proceeded to return with 250 hostages, Gaza's really small, like really, really small.
Yeah.
Really small.
Yep.
You don't think that information was disseminated to the public of Gaza extremely quickly that civilians were murdered. I mean, the Hamas was posting the media.
No, actually, no.
Hold on. Let me finish my sentence. The Hamas was posting the media in real time for Palestinians to see. And if you want to put that on the side and just absolve everybody, say, hey, they weren't using their phones that day because they were keeping Shabbat. Let's just say all the Palestinians decided to keep the Sabbath that day. They entered with 250 bodies, some of which were paraded through Gaza City in the back of pickup trucks, and they were civilians, like Shani Luke, who was naked
100%.
body was. So, like, to make this case that they weren't aware of the damage on civilians, it's a bit of a cop-out. They were aware, and they celebrated it.
No, actually, I disagree because number one, the We Will Dance Again documentary was released 1 year after October 7th. Not only that, footage and things that were posted by the Israeli government on Twitter were released a couple months after October 7th of CCTV footage or Hamas GoPros. And no, Hamas didn't publish any videos of them killing civilians. You can also go to their website. I don't suggest you do, but they have an archive of everything they published, and none of that contains killing civilians. Actually, you had a news reporter that pressured.
That doesn't. You don't win that point, by the way. So it's even worse, actually. So what you're saying is that the videos that were published by Palestinians on that day of them killing civilians were not coming from Hamas. They were coming from Palestinian civilians. Because there were multiple videos shot by Palestinians. For example, like the one where they were beheading those 7 Thai guys with a shovel, and where they were killing Mtega Mengistu, I don't know if I said his name right. Mtega, I forgot his last name. I think it was Mengistu, the Tanzanian farmer, where they were beheading him in the field. Then you're telling me that wasn't Hamas, and that's even more incriminating, that was Palestinian civilians that were not affiliated with Hamas that were just posting those videos from their phones. You don't win that point. That's a terrible point to make.
No, because actually most of the footage of actual gunfights was from Hamas GoPros, not shovels.
I'm not talking about gunfights. Someone. I'm talking about when they beheaded.
I'm responding to your point. So I was telling you that a majority of the footage on October 7th was released by the Israeli army off of the dead bodies of Hamas operatives weeks after October 7th.
But what about the ones that were posted in real time?
I'm telling you, the civilians that were killed and beheaded with the shovel, the Thai worker that was beheaded, yes, that was wrong, but you cannot say that you actually do not have any knowledge. You don't have any knowledge whether or not that person that was beheading the Thai worker was affiliated with Hamas, had a connection to Hamas, or was just...
That's not a good point to make. That's a bad point for Palestinians.
How's that a bad point?
Because
I'm telling you...
Because there's ambiguity in their affiliation.
You're generalizing 2.23 million people with an actions of just a few that committed atrocities, and you don't even know if they have any affiliations with Hamas. Not only that, that video that was published by them, yes, it was published by. You don't know whether or not they're civilians, but you cannot generalize 2.23 million people. And by the way, there's no articles anywhere. Please pull me up an article that says civilians infiltrated on October 7th. Because it was such a small number. It was
3,000 people.
I don't think anyone that had reported about it. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, I was telling you that I don't think any media outlets mentioned the civilians infiltrating because of how low the number was. I mean, you only cited me 1 or 2.
The New Yorker eyewitness report. Ordinary Gazans trailing the armed terrorists into Israel and looting. You're not going to believe any Israeli reports, so Times of Israel is not going to be good for you, right? Yeah.
Let's go look at the New Yorker. I'm going to pull up the New Yorker now, if that's okay with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go for it. I'm looking for more now. ChatGPT is going to think I hate Israel.
What do you do?
Is Human Rights Watch good?
Yeah.
From HRW's October 7th Crimes Against Humanity report confirms incidences of pillages and looting carried out by Palestinian fighters, and explicitly notes evidence of despoiling bodies indicating non-combat actors were involved in these acts. conducted extensive interviews and reviewed over 280 photos of videos identifying both militants and
What do you
others
do for a
removing
living?
property. This is what I do for a living. I get paid to do this.
No, genuine. Oh, do you actually?
This is what I do for a living. I create content.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Human Rights Watch. What's the title of the article?
I'm trying to get the sources. I can't get it. 1 second.
That's why I don't like using ChatGPT. But overall, the only ones that said civilians infiltrated would be Israeli sources, and I wouldn't take that because actually the official Twitter page of Israel posted a tweet saying there are no innocent people in Gaza. So I wouldn't personally want to take an Israeli source on that because I feel like they're pushing that type of information out to the public.
Let's look up and see if you're right about that.
Yeah, sure. So, no innocent people in Gaza.
No, I'm saying that
and I'll give
Israeli
you-
sources are the only ones that say that Gazan civilians infiltrated on October 7th.
So this is NBC News. Israel posts video saying there are no innocent civilians in Gaza. Haaretz, you don't.
So
like
okay,
that
there's
source.
The Human Rights Report is July 17th, 2024. The New Yorker, November 2023.
I need to go 1 second. I have to throw away the food.
All right, I think I'm gonna
Before
bounce. I think I'm gonna bounce this time.
What?
I'm creating content. I can't have you go every time. We'll catch up another time, brother. See you around, man.
All right.
See you, man. I can't have this guy leave every single time. If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat, or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.